There's the old one. There's the new one. These are the alignment pins. Yep, I seen that. So I'm putting a fuel regulator back together. This is a TBI unit on a 4.3 V6, 1986. that. Them little locating pins worked out really nice. Alright. Alright. Now we're going to put the new injectors in. O-ring that goes there. Little metal ring goes in there. That little hole right there goes on that side there. Supposed to just snap in there. There we go. Supposed to be a little gasket right there. There it is. There it is. There you go, right there. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. It's a 50-50 chance. Remember I made that right there? It's a 50-50 chance. So I made this little template here so I know where the screws go back. Oh, that's not the same size, Leroy. I'm not tightening them all the way. I'm just go around. T20. T20! T20. I don't know. It might work, it might not. I don't know. What's up, Woody? All right. All right, so we got The fuel regulator, we got it rebuilt. And we got the new injectors put in. Got all the gaskets on. So now there is these little guys. So these go on the bottom of those. So we got to find the other one in here. There she be. You got two different sizes. You got the intake and the return. So this is the return. Put that on there. Yeah, it did a good job, didn't it? It did a good job, Woody. I mean, I'm impressed. All right, so got that one on that one. That one goes in that one. It did not have. It didn't have no thread sealant on there. So it didn't have any thread sealant. I don't know if we're gonna put some Teflon tape on it just because. It didn't have any thread sealant when I took it off. It didn't say put no thread sealant on it. That's probably what that right there is for. But I'm gonna put some thread sealant on it. I wish I had some Loctite. I think it's 4042. But I'm gonna put some thread tape on it. The gas might eat the thread tape off, and that's okay. We're gonna put a couple rounds of it on here, just because. Now that little gasket, that little rubber gasket, seals in the bottom of that little hole, but we're gonna put thread tape on it anyway. Did I put that on there backwards? I sure damn did. I put that thread tape on there backwards. The tape be what I do to. Yeah, Skate. Yeah. I put the tape on there backwards. So you got to go the opposite direction of the threads. All right. So I'm gonna put a couple rounds on there. Round, around, around we go. Put the thread tape on there. Wait a minute. Can't put these on there yet. Can't put them on there yet. Got to put these on after. Yeah, see that washer is crushed? I think that is what keeps it sealed. But I'm gonna skate. I'm gonna skate. Get a razor blade. Yeah, see that right there? See that? And then that snaps onto that, and that screws into that. But we have to do that after the fact, because we took this off without taking the actual unit off. So yeah, we got to go back this way. So put some thread tape on this one. Hey, I appreciate that, JA. All right, so we're gonna set that to the side. We're gonna set that to the side. Now, that's all done. There's one more gasket that goes right there, and that's that gasket. And that gasket goes on there just like that. And then this bolts down to the unit. So that's pretty much it. So let's go over here. Let's go over here to the truck. Go over here to the truck. So yeah, so that goes on to that. All right. Y'all gonna have to sit right there, okay? And this is gonna go on like that. Now let me go get the boots. That sets on there just like that. Now let's go get some bolts and see what we got. See what we got. We're going to see whether it's wrong or right. Now, I don't know if it's going to fix the problem. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to fix it or not, but one thing about it, it's all new. It's all new. Don't want to drop one of these handy dandy boots down in the hose. Get these three, they are T25s. Get these three T25s in. Look at her. I did have some thread sealant. So we did have some thread sealant. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take this off and put this in place of it. Now this is high temp 59214 thread sealant. You know it's hot when that shit comes out like water. And I did need it. Man, I'm making a mess. This stuff, it says it's 98 degrees in here. There we go. That better. That more better. That more better. Let me go get a wrench. Let me go get a wrench. I put my tools up. Let me go get a wrench. I'll be right back. It's a 3/4. 3/4. It's a 3/4. That is a 3/4. That's a 3/4. I said that's pretty good hot. Now let's go ahead and put the fuel line on. Oh, snooky, snooky. Oh, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I just noticed something. Let me show you what I noticed. Come on now, live with me. Come on now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look right here. See that O-ring? I got a new O-ring. Let's replace that O-ring. Alright, friend. This is the return line. I'll show you after I get the top. I really hope this resolves the issue. Everything points to this. If it don't, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I'm gonna be a little disappointed. We won't know if it fixed it 100% until I drive it. So, but we will know if it runs better. So what I'm gonna do is get this on. I got the battery unplugged so it clears out the check engine light. I'll show you all these fittings here in just a second. I'm putting the feed line on. The feed line's bigger than the return. So it's 5/8 as well on the nut side. The line is actually 3/8 on the line side. And then I'll show you when I get done. I ain't got no cameraman. Show you. Alright, so I'll show you. Alright, so that's the return line that I just put on. This is 3/4, that's 5/8. There is the feed line, which is 3/4 and it's 5/8. Here is the injectors. I'm gonna plug the injectors up. Put this little thing back where she goes. Hold on a second. That's got that, and that don't have one. Interesting. Let's go see if there's one in the box. Nope. Interesting. I didn't even notice that before, I guess because I was aggravated. Nevertheless, we'll see if we have to order some of them. All right, so that's that. That's that. All right, let's double check everything. All right, oh, vacuum line. This right here. Don't want to forget that. So this right here goes right there. Okay, that's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. That's on, that's on, that's on. right. Let's rather have it than don't need it, and need it and don't have it. All right. Let's do a system check. Live and direct. I'm gonna catch up on the comments here in a second, so y'all just hang tight. I'm trying to stay focused. All right, so we got all the bolts on there. Everything's tight. Everything's done. Injectors in. The pump's done. Lines in. Vacuum lines on. All right. Let's hope. Let's see what she does. First, let's check for leaks. Don't have no leaks. Ain't nothing dripping. Ain't got no drip. Right there. There it is. I do that every time. Oh! It does that every time. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's do that again. Live and direct. Let's do that again. That gone. That something gun hit on the key, boy. Just try that again. Let me fix this hood prop. Let me fix this hood prop so we can. Now I bet you I got to go back and set the idle control. I bet you I got to go back and fix. I bet you I got to go back and adjust this because I adjusted it before and it wasn't running right. So I bet I'm going to have to go back and do all that over again. Come on now. Get it. Oh, yeah. She's spraying like a summer gun now, boy. I bet you I'm going to have to adjust the idle. I bet I'm going to have to adjust the Mac. I bet I'm going to have to adjust this idle control valve because I adjusted it before when it ran like shit. So now I bet I'm going to have to adjust it back and hook my meter up to it and get the RPMs on it. Ha ha! Check engine light went out. Check engine light went out. What's up, 84? And it might clear itself out after it runs. It still seems like it's idling. Now I know. Hey, a solder. This is a solder tool. to take a solder jet apart, but watch this. It also fits right there. I don't know, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, she might be fixed. We might have to take her out here on the road and see what it does. Because you know what we say, we just want to ride, baby, we just want to ride. Just ride. Woo! I'm hoping. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I do believe that idle control valve needs to be adjusted again. So to adjust that, you have to jump A and B pin on the OBD, turn the key for 30 seconds with A and B jumped, and that will close the IAC. And then turn the key off, then unplug it, then adjust the idle, the RPMs. I take my test light and adjust the RPMs, get it about 850, and then turn the key off and then plug it back up, wait 30 seconds, plug it back up, and then it's supposed to, now if somebody knows something different, drop it down in the comments. That is the learning process of replacing the IAC. But sometimes it says that it will reset on its own after it's drove. That's a brand new coil. I'm gonna go ahead and, that's a brand new coil. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on there too. But it sounds like it's, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta adjust the dry shaft a little bit. I gotta adjust the pinion angle on it just a little bit. I got a little vibration. I think I got an idea. I think I know how I'm gonna fix it without taking the dry shaft out. I'm gonna do some adjustment on it. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So let me give you an update. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, go watch part 1. I had a lot of issues. Let me turn this thing off so I ain't got to talk so loud. And actually, it's not suffocating me to death on exhaust. So let me, for everybody that's new right now, let me give you a little update, a little recap of what happened. All right, the truck was acting weird. It was going crazy. It was falling on its face. It wasn't running right. You give it some gas, it'd fall down. So this is what I did. I paid somebody a couple years ago to put new plugs, new wires, new rotor cap. The truck set. I bought the truck 3 years ago for my oldest son. It was actually for his 18th birthday. So this is my son's truck. It's been setting since 2007. The guy that owned the truck, he passed away. He ordered the truck new. This thing is bone stock. It is solid as can be. Now I know it looks rough because I got it primed, but the floor pans, there is no rust in this thing. You know, it's solid. So I know this guy that does mechanic work. He's never done me wrong, but he's done a lot of other people wrong, but he's never crossed me, right? Never. Until now. And that's neither here or there, whatever. But I took it to him and told him to put new plugs, wires, rotor cap, rebuild injectors, water pump, thermostat, just the basic stuff because it's been setting, right? And new gas tanks, new transfer valve, all that stuff. This truck was a long bed with 2 gas tanks, right? And I'm not throwing shade, I'm just telling you what happened. You do whatever the information you want to do with it. All right, I got the truck back. The truck had 61,000 original miles on it. I drove the truck for about 17,000 miles plus or minus. Everything worked out, everything seems good. Everything worked except the air conditioner, right? Everything is sorry, Cuddy. Cuddy, I'm sorry. '84 Cuddy, my bad, brother. Sweaty fingers. Sorry about that, '84 Cuddy. Sweaty fingers. Sorry about that, big dog. So, with that being said, I drove it, and then it's been sitting for about 10 months, and then it started acting crazy. Then it popped the code, code 44, which is timing, vacuum leak, injectors, blah, 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 whatever. You can look up code 44. So I thought it was the fuel pump, so I put a new fuel pump on it. Even though I already put a fuel pump on it, it wasn't a fuel pump, all right? New O2 sensor, wasn't O2 sensor. New exhaust, that wasn't it. Then a couple of weeks ago, if you come on the channel, you noticed, got to looking at the plugs and stuff. Plugs wasn't changed, the wires wasn't changed. I honestly don't know what they did. So we put new plugs, new wires, new coil. There's the new coil. Put all that on there. Put new plugs, new spark plugs. Sorry, Cuddy, I didn't mean to do that, buddy. I'm sorry. And it still didn't fix it. I drive it, and you get on the gas, and it just it just fall on its face, right? So last week was the Peach Festival, and I really wanted to take this thing to the Peach Festival. Got to working on it. We took the throttle body apart. Like I said, there's a live. You can go back and check it out. We all come to senses, all of us, 84, Tulu, Mac, Chris Fisher, JT, everybody that was on that live, Woody, everybody that was on that live came to the conclusion that throttle, that part right there had never been cleaned. Never been cleaned and never been rebuilt. I checked the stock injectors. They are the original injectors because the part number on it. So Chris Fisher or somebody suggested, hey, go get you a sonic cleaner. And they're on sale at Harbor Freight. So I went to Harbor Freight, got one of them sonic cleaners right here. And look, I'm gonna show you. I put that thing in there today, and look, it cleaned it pretty good, right? Pretty good. Look at the crud, man. Look at that. Ugh. So yeah, hold on, skate punk. So we cleaned the injector, we cleaned the housing, we got all that done. Then I ordered new injectors and this is the fuel pressure regulator right here. This is a fuel pressure regulator. So there's been some conflicting input. The GM manual I said says 15 to 18 PSI. I think JT come back and said it's supposed to be 9 to 13. So I come back and I check the fuel pressure. Right here I put a fuel pressure gauge on it, and it's running about 15 PSI. Then when you turn the truck off, it's supposed to hold that pressure for 60 seconds. It did not hold that pressure for 60 seconds. According to the service bulletin, it says if it didn't hold it for 60 seconds, this is the diaphragm for the fuel regulator. So we took that apart. That thing was just gummy, all get out. There's the original injectors. So we come to the conclusion that, hell, JG, you done replaced everything else on it. Hell, let's rebuild the damn TBI on it. So we just rebuilt the TBI on it. And, oh yeah, we put a new idle control valve in. We put this in. We put a lot of stuff that was supposed to have been replaced before, but it was not. So, nevertheless, half dozen other one, Hulu says one half dozen other and the third. So, it's my boy's truck and I want it right? So we just done that. We checked everything. Now, it hit on the key. Don't have a check engine light. Woo! It's hitting on the key. It's running pretty good. So far, I might have to adjust the idle control valve, and I got to go through some sequence on that to adjust that. But it might clear up. The codes is gone. The check engine light is gone. So that's not there. And we'll go from there, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'll So now, yeah, no pat. So now what I'm gonna do is, you hear how see how I stumble a little bit? I think I gotta go through, y'all hear, all right, listen, y'all hear that little floating in the RPM? I'm pretty sure that's probably the ICA needs to be readjusted because I was adjusting the ICA with bad injectors. Now we got good injectors and good ICA, so now I need to go through the learning curve and reprogram or go through the learning steps of the IAC or the IAC, the idle air control mixture, right? So, I'm telling you, my guys are the best. Y'all better watch out. They'll snatch you up. So, what I'm gonna do now is been on here for 57 minutes. That's where we're at on that. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pump the truck up, get the air. I'm gonna pump it up, move my black truck, move it out of the way, and I'm gonna go take it for a test drive. And I'm not gonna go real fast, but I am gonna do a little test drive with it. And I need to do some adjustment on the pinion angle on the dry shaft at ride height. I got a little bit of vibration, and I can adjust that. I got a way to adjust it, so I'm not really worried about that right now. That right there is minute. I can fix that in my sleep. I'm hoping that this fixed that, and if that's it, like I say, time will tell. And I'll give y'all the real deal, Lucille. If I go driving and it still drives like shit, then we will have to, the next thing that it possibly could be, it could be that the distributor gear is worn out, which I don't see how it could be worn out because it's only got 67,000, well, now it's got 77, but 77,000 original miles on it. But anything is possible. I do have a distributor ordered, and it's at the parts store. So if you come find out and it's still doing whatever, I'll pull the damn distributor out, put a distributor in it, and we'll go from there, lickety split. Transmission slipping. No, the transmission ain't slipping. No, transmission ain't slipping. Michael, no, transmission is not slipping. So, like I said, this truck is solid. I know people's gonna say, oh, it looks like shit. No, it's just primer. But the truck looked just like that. I pulled carpet out, and that's what the floors look like. Floors, rockers, everything's solid. Got the bed floor done. I'm gonna have to weld all this up and do that. I got all the metal ordered. I'm hopefully go tomorrow to get the metal. I will give y'all a little update. What was I gonna give you an update on? It's a short bed. It is a short bed. It's a short bed. So I will give you an update on the box truck for the last couple minutes. Got the seat mounted. Let me get around here. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling it at all. New metal, I like this one. I'm not feeling it at all. So, got this seat mounted. Got this seat, Mac, got this one opened. Found the power wire, rewired it, got that one open. I'm not feeling that seat. So, I'll do another live and then we can chalk it up. We can get a bunch of other people in here, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I mean, this seat's good, that seat's good, and the seat I'm in is good. What I'm looking at is this seat. So here's my issue, right? This is where I'm at, right? Let me show you. So yeah, he said more seats than friends. So so if I'm sitting right here, right now, you got to think we got to put insulation. We got to put interior up, right? So if I'm looking right here, right? If I'm looking, let me see if I can get this thing up. If I'm looking where I'm at, right? And if I'm sitting right here in this seat, I'm good, right? So, like I said, I'll do another live and y'all can come in and chime in on it because we've been on this one for a while. But everybody that's a frequent flyer to this channel, I greatly appreciate it. So y'all think about it, chew on it, and when I come back live in a little bit, if y'all kicking on here, you know, maybe in an hour, maybe around 6 o'clock, I'll come back live. My question is this: I think I got too many seats, because the reason why I'm thinking about it is because if you're sitting there and I'm sitting here, then that means my knee is going to be in between your legs, right? So you're going to be here like that. So if you think about it, right? If I'm sitting here like this and you're sitting there like that, then this leg is going to be in between your legs. This leg is going to be in between that leg, and then this guy or whoever is going to be in between that. I think, you know, and then, you know, I'm in the driver's seat. You know, this is the driver's seat, right? And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm thinking, fellas. Like I say, I'll go live again at 6, and we can all discuss it a little bit. This seat over here, we're in good shape. This seat actually right here will come all the way back to like right here and go all the way forward. So what I'm thinking is taking this seat out and not even having a seat, building a little knee wall building a little wall right here, you know, to separate this from that. And I'm thinking about if I can talk it into him. So you got one seat there, one seat here, and you got 3 here. So that's 5 people right there. And he already told me I got more seats than he's got friends. But if we take this thing down to Myrtle Beach to run to the sun, we're going to be stacked in here like a son of a gun, boys and girls. So this is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking about taking this seat out. And then I'm going tomorrow to get the aluminum panels, right? So that'll be 1 sheet, 2 sheets, 3 sheets. So we're going to tear all this down, and then I'm going to bead roll some panels, and I'm going to put aluminum on the ceiling. And then I got some other cool ideas I'll share with y'all later. But what I'm thinking is just leaving this side open, and hell, if I can talk him into it, let's put some daggone TVs over here, right? Put a TV over here. I don't know. Like I say, I'm gonna come back live at 6. It's 4:55 right now. So I got 10 sheets of aluminum, 50-52 aluminum ordered. They're $175 a sheet. So that's a sheet, and that's a sheet, because they come 4x8. So that's 4x6. So that's a sheet, that's a sheet, that's a sheet. So I'm gonna tear all this down, and then I'll insulate the ceiling, and I'll insulate the back side of the board, and then I'm gonna bead roll a pattern in the roof, and then put the aluminum back up there, and then put some new strips like this, and then pop rivet it back. So the top will be bead rolled, right? Might do a lattice profile or something. I'm not sure, not 100%, and go from there. But yeah, so that's where we're at on that. So I'll get back on that. Like I say, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So it was $100 a sheet for 4x8 sheets of 18 gauge carbon steel. So I got 10 sheets of those, 10 sheets of aluminum, 50-52 aluminum, and then I got 4 sheets of HDE plastic. I got 3 3/16 and 2 1/8-inch pieces of plastic, because 2 sheets of aluminum sheets are going to have to be the door, because the original doors had OSB particle board in the middle and then 2 aluminum sheets. So Thursday I'm gonna build new doors And then I'm going to cover the bottom of all the seats. That's what Thursday is. Like I done this, you know, start covering the bottom of the seats. Can you bust that seat in half? If you can turn it. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about that 87. I thought about that 84, but I thought about that. Turn it, you know, bust it in half. But I cut the ends of it off already where the electric motors was at. Now the seat does still work in one way. Like, hell, I'll show you right here. Well, no, I have to rewire everything. So I can hook it up to the battery and the seat will fold down. It will do that. It will fold down. But I already cut the end of it off because you remember it had that electric motor and the gear and the stuff on there that made everything oscillate and go into the floor of the Explorer, the 2014 Explorer. So I didn't need this because I didn't need it to fold up and go into the floor. So I just cut that off, and then I'll show you what I've done on that. So that's that. So if I cut it in half, I mean, I could probably cut it in half and turn it, but it would be like a bomber seat. You know, it would be like a stewardess seat. We could put it over there in the corner, and you know, just be one seat. I mean, that is a good idea. That's a good option. I mean, I could bushwhack it in half, and then just have to pin it so it don't move, and go from there. Cause I already made these brackets at the bottom. Yeah, Mac, like a S10. Just bust it in half and then just put one seat right there in the corner, and it'd be like a bomber seat. I don't know. I'm gonna see if he can come by Thursday and come by on Thursday and check it out, and let's talk about it. Let me show you one more thing. So on the end right here, right? Let me show you. So on the end, it has that plastic cover that goes over it, right? But then that plastic cover's got a notch, and then this came out, and then you had an electric motor that was on the end of it, and then it had a cover over it, right? Well, since I cut the electric motor off, now you got a hole, like a half horseshoe hole. So let me show you what I did, fam. Let me show you what I did. I'm about to rip my daggone belly out. All right, let me show you what I did. And so I took, so this is the cover, right? Let me go out here. So this is the cover that went over that, but then you'd have a hole. So look what I did. I took a piece of aluminum. This is 5052 aluminum. I draw it out, and then I run it in the bead roller, and I done that. So now when this gets covered in fabric, you won't, and then I'm gonna clean these little pop rivets up. So now when it's covered up, you won't see the hole, right? You won't see the hole, right? You won't see the hole. So I did that on both sides, and then I took it and put it in the bead roller, and so I just took a piece of aluminum and I made it 4.5 by 4.5, and I just stuck it in the bead roller, and I used the 8-inch step die, and I just went around and just raised it up so it kind of flush it out a little bit, and go from there. So I already did both of those. Already done both of them, and that's that. I was watching you today, 84 Cuddy. I was watching you. Woo! All right, boys and girls. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna get this truck out, and oh yeah, I needed more sheet metal for in there so I could finish that. And then we'll go from there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'll be back about 6 o'clock. and come back about 6, and we'll do a talk about it, and we'll see what some new people get in, and we'll talk about the seat, and we'll see what's going there, and then I'll give y'all an update on the truck and see how it worked. And that's what we're about to find out, Chris. We're about to find out. All right, Chris, since you on here, I'm gonna hit it on the key, baby. I'll hit it on the key for you. All right. So I still think I gotta adjust this idle control valve, but it seems like it's doing okay, Chris. But like I said, I'm gonna end this live, and I'm gonna go do a test drive, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna go live again at 6. But come on now, let's go. That's probably not good doing that, but hell, who cares, right? And then the check engine light, it went out. So it's got that little, a little bit, but I think it's because I got to adjust the idle control valve, because I was adjusting the idle control valve when it had bad injectors. So now I got good injectors, so now it's trying to overcompensate. So we'll do that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But Chris Fisher's got me wanting to go to the junkyard and pull every TBI unit I can find, baby girl. So that thing is real simple. But like I said, he was getting on it. Yeah. Open. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, it has never opened up like that, ever. Like, I've got on it and it's never opened up like that with the old injectors. It never dropped that doop doop doop. It never done that before. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, boys and girls. I appreciate the support. I really do. Like I said, I'm gonna get off here. It's 5:04. I'm gonna put my phone on charge. I'll be back at 6. I'll be back at 6 to give y'all an update. It won't be a long live. I say that every time. But we got the fire extinguisher ready, and we'll go from there. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch. Yep. Let's ride. Let's ride. Ho! Yeah. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else. Put God first, that loose end drag. Peace and chickens and out. Let go.